What's going on, everybody? We're playing some Star Wars Armada today, and I'm running a TF list, a TF 1726 for the Separatists, and I'm gonna try and go up against Chandler, and he's also running Separatists. I'm running TF 1726, and he's running General Grievous. I've got no squadrons at all. He has got squadrons. And we're set up. It's Providence. Now this is a subjugator. This is from Wes Janson 3D prints. It's really just a Providence. We've got the Patriot Fist, and then a Munificent and a hard cell. Lots of B2 rocket troopers and a big nasty Patriot Fist. And we're gonna go play some Armada. Let's see how it goes. We're all set up right now, and he is definitely gonna come in fast. He's gonna be coming in fast. I've got Jedi hostage on this ship here, so he's gonna want to try and get in there and get close enough to pop that squadron dial and kind of cripple the ship a little bit. I'm gonna hopefully try and slow down so he can't quite get to distance one fast enough, and then hopefully these guys will be able to turn around. He had so many squadrons, I had to deploy everything first. We went with opening salvo. He took second player. He had the bid. Gave me first player, which I'm happy to have, and we're gonna go there. I've got everybody going as fast as they can, and hopefully I can swing the fleet around like this and start doing some damage to his ships. We got a lot of B2 rocket troopers also, so this will be a real fun game. Wild first and second round, kind of just jumping forward a little bit. My flagship is in here. His Gazantes had the MS-1 ion cannons. He exhausted my swivel mount before I even used it because I forgot to. And then he exhausted my Jedi hostage at a medium range shot, which he wasn't supposed to be able to do yet. But apparently that card lets him break all the rules that I've written in my head, like a rockstar Gazante over here. So that's fun, but I didn't expect it to last too long. I figured it was going to get triggered this round. Anyhow, either way, I'm hoping to blow this guy up next turn, and hopefully Patriot Fist gets some shots off. He hasn't even fired yet. Squadrons are doing some damage. Got a double red from one of these vulture droids on this little guy right here, but no ships have been destroyed just yet. A lot of scattering amongst a lot of the fun stuff over here. So here we go. So I thought that my flagship was going to be able to go first and then move its way out here, but it didn't quite make it. I didn't have the nav token planned. I had engineering instead, so it clipped and we bumped, and I'm stuck here taking double arc from this guy, and then I'm about to take double arc from this guy. I'm not sure if I'm going to survive. It'll be fun.
Oh, you don't have
He's thermals? Going right now. Yeah, I don't have thermals anymore. So he did his front shot. He did this was his first shot. He held off so that he got 2 extra dice for opening salvo. He did external racks. He got 2 extra dice there. I had to brace it. I had to burn my brace. So I still took a lot of damage. I have 4 damage on my ship now. I've got a whole value of 9, so 5 damage is going to kill me. He should be able to get 5 damage from, and he's got XI7, so even though I got 2 shields here on the rear, I can only redirect 1.
Damage.
You need,
because you've got your redirect.
yeah.
So
Or an accuracy that stops the one, yeah. So I'm hoping for a whole bunch of blacks.
There you go.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. So that's definitely going to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stopping the redirect too. So he.
Well, I would stop the salvo because the redirect.
In this case, you'll stop it. But if you needed it to kill me, then you would stop the. Yeah. No, that's going to be the end of my flagship and the end of TF 1726. Final round, shot here, medium range to kill this. He only needed 1 damage. Got 1 and 1 accuracy. Accuracy the redirect, so I couldn't put it to a side shield. But then I evaded, forced him to re-roll a red. It rolled into a blank, and I was able to survive. And then I activate to fly away at speed 3 after he flies away. So we kind of end. I've got 2 ships on the board. He's got his flagship and some squadrons. It's going to be really, really close. We're going to end this up. Okay, so this was a 7-4, and what pushed it was almost going to be a 6-5, but opening salvo, our objective, gave him half points on this guy. I didn't have any damage. If I'd have had a damage card on your flagship, that would have been huge. Yeah, so I probably should have been a little more aggressive with it. I misplayed that. I think we both made a few little tactical errors, but
I didn't use PDIC at all.
You didn't use PDIC at all. I think I only had like 1 close range shot on you where it would have mattered, but it was a fun game. It was super, super fun. I enjoyed it. We'll move on to round 2 next. Number 2, we're getting ready to start. I am playing Bernie today, who's running the Empire. He's running Ozzel. Ozzel, this is such an interesting fleet because Ozzel is actually on this Gladiator back here. He's got Palpatine on this little guy right here. And he's got these two big Star Destroyers that are identically configured with a whole bunch of damage prevention. 7th Fleet, early warning system, expert shield techs, point defense, ion cannons, and boarding troopers. Very... you can see the impact that Anakin is having, because a lot of those are counter Anakin Skywalker cards, but they're going to work really well to keep those Star Destroyers alive. And plus, he's got repair crews on the Gazanti, and Ozzel as his commander on the Gladiator. So very interesting. He had the bid. He chose second player. I actually chose Hyperspace Migration, and we never play that one. So we're going to start with a Purgle over here. He's going to get a lot of points, but I'm hoping to come in there and table him because Star Destroyers are super easy to kill. So, no, kidding. They're not. So I'm just hoping to have a really fun game, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we're at the start of round 3. This game is moving really fast, especially since there's no squadrons. There was no shooting for the first 2 rounds. Just 2 rounds of movement. And now he jumps this guy up to speed 3 with Ozzel. He actually has this big guy at speed 0. And since I'm first player, I'm hoping to capitalize on that. He moved the Purgle there. He's already starting to get points, and he's just going to farm points on them. And I'm not even worried about points at this point. I should be. But maybe, I think the idea is if I can take out these guys, then they should be easy pickings, and then I can maybe table them and say, I don't care about the points. I've got enough points off of your Star Destroyers or something like that. But we're going to go first. And I think, here's a little overhead view. I think I'm going with this little guy here first because he's about to get destroyed. So we'll go with him first, the Munificent. And he's got a concentrate fire. And I'm going to do the side shot first. I'm going to pop these B2s. I'm going to give you... well, you see, you've got a squadron command because you're going to try and exhaust some tokens. I've got raid tokens up here, buddy. I think I'm going to give you a Confire.
All right.
Yeah, Confire raid token. And then I'm going to attack you. And we're going to... Well, let's see. I'm going to roll 2 or 3 red, and then I'm going to roll a black. And see how much we're partway through round 4. He did take out my Munificent, but then bumped, and so I'm taking some extra shots on this guy, but he's transferring a lot of shields over. These guys are so tanky. I've got this Star Destroyer almost dead, but we're actually at long range here, so I'm only going to have 2 dice to throw at him. But, well, 1 more with TF, but not the most amount of dice there. So this guy's activating now. He just killed Patriot Fist. Patriot Fist did a lot of work, almost crippled the Star Destroyer, but unfortunately, I think that Star Destroyer is probably going to get away because in my infinite capacity for badness, I planned engineering instead of navigation this turn because I thought I was going to go in this way more, and I turned this way and didn't plan the nav well enough, and he's going off the board next turn. And so all I'm going to have left is a hard sell. So I think next turn is going to be, I think I can probably take out 1 Star Destroyer, but that's probably it. Here we are at the end of round 5. He's going to score another point for escorting. I'm going to actually get a token to escort, but I'm down to just that hard sell. It's real funny. It's real funny. And then these guys are victorious. I mean, this is going to be a massive victory for Bernie. I can't believe I flew my flagship off the board, because if not, he'd have been right in the path of that Gazanti, and that would have been at least a few more points for me, and maybe another escort on the whales. But yeah. And at the end of the day, I scored 1 victory point. It ended up being I had 156 in total, and Bernie had 379. So big win for him. I think that's probably an 8 or 9 points. I don't think it's a 10-1 because I got enough. Yeah. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, still, I think I had 2 losses today, but 1 was real close, 1 wasn't that close. But I still took out a Star Destroyer, so I did what I was trying to do. Those are hard Star Destroyers to pop. Yeah. Like in most games, I don't see most people popping 2 of them. Unless you make a critical mistake. And the only things that were possibly tempting you to make a mistake is having your support ships a little too far out of range. It could, and maybe if my flagship had gone up the middle and not flown off the board, I could have. It's possible, but it would have been really tough and would have required. I need to put this list needs intensified firepower in it pretty badly. So I got to make some changes, some corrections to this list. But it was fun, and I got to put this big guy out on the bar. So that's always fun. Okay,
Everything died.
so wrap up at the end of the day. The fleet didn't win any games, but it still was fun. It flew well. It kind of did what it needed to do. I needed it to be a little more aggressive with Providence in the second game. I feel like Patriot Fist did a lot of work, was the star of both games. Munificent was a good workhorse too. It died in both games. It did a lot of, put out a lot of dice. I keep getting reminded of how narrow the front arc is on the Munificent, and I think I need to start flying it more directly at my opponent as opposed to trying to flank them. Because I think it's one of the best ships in the game for double arcing. If you're flying straight at somebody, you're almost always gonna have that double arc. So I need to try to remember to do that some more in the future. But this fleet really needed some red dice mitigation. It needed some rerolls, and I think we'll make that mistake. We'll fix that mistake next time. But it was fun, and we don't usually see too many Separatists, so it's also very fun to fly Separatists. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and may the force be with you. Have a fantastic day.